Let us start with the division of skeleton. Skeleton is divided into two parts: the axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton consists of skull, spine, and rib cage. The appendicular skeleton consists of upper limbs, lower limbs, shoulder girdle, and the pelvic girdle. Here are the other parts of the skeleton that you need to be aware about. The skull consists of cranium, the part enclosing the brain and face; hyoid, a U-shaped bone in the neck which supports the tongue; clavicle, the technical term for collarbone; scapula, the technical term for shoulder blade; humerus, the bone of the upper arm forming joints at the shoulder and the elbow; sternum, the breastbone; ribs, the long curved bones which form the rib cage; vertebral column, the series of vertebrae extending from the base of the skull to the coccyx, that is tailbone, that forms the supporting axis of the body; hip bone, a large bone forming the main part of the pelvis on each side of the body; radius, the radius or radial bone is one of the two large bones of the forearm; ulna, the bone of the forearm that extends from the elbow to the wrist; femur, closed, the bone does not break the skin. Closed fractures are simple fractures because the trauma only affects the bone. Open, also called compound. The fractured bone causes a break in the skin and underlying soft tissue. After it breaks the skin, the bone can recede back and no longer be visible. The risk of infection is high with this type of fracture. Open fractures or compound fractures are more serious and complicated to fix because the broken bone pierces the surrounding tissue and skin. In this situation, there is an increased risk of infection because the bone may be contaminated by bacteria on the surface of the skin surrounding the wound.